Hi everyone, welcome to Stephanites, and in this video we are eating our way through Tokyo. Just a very casual couple of days there, starting with some of the best Japanese curry I've ever had from a chain on top of that. Then moving on to ramen, a whole bunch of grilled fish, and of course finishing off at Tsukiji Market for an epic sushi meal. Anyways, let's not delay this anymore. Let's get right to the food. Okay, first stop, we really felt like Japanese curry, and luckily we're in Tokyo. There are a whole bunch of spots, but I've noticed this one chain that is pretty much in almost every neighborhood. Curry House COCO ICHIBANYA, the smell of the curry is absolutely intoxicating, and yeah, there's like a sliding door, so every time it opens we keep on smelling this amazing curry aroma. We are actually very close to the what's the temple called again? We're very close to the temple, and yeah, just a couple blocks away, curry house. I don't know why I'm saying, I'm hungry, let's just go. Okay, curry, let's go. Next spot, and of course we couldn't just go on with our day without trying at least one ramen. Yeah, so right next to the Sensoji temple, just a whole bunch of shops, a little bit touristy, but this spot had a lineup, and of course anywhere you go that has a nice lineup of non-tourists, then you know the food's gonna be pretty good. And apparently reading some of the description of the restaurant wrote this themselves, but they said this is one of the first soy sauce ramen joints in all of Japan, or at least this neighborhood is. I couldn't really quite understand if it was just the neighborhood that has the first soy sauce ramen or if it's this particular spot. But they kind of made it seem like it was this spot, so I'll take their word for it for now. And I think the other word is shoyu ramen, which is a very, very popular soy-based ramen stock. Anyways, we got the deluxe, so this one just a very kind of light broth, of course a little bit of that oranginess from the soy sauce, and of course just those beautiful eggs. Of course, on top of that we have the gyoza on the side. A little bit on the expensive side, these gyozas. These are going to be about a little bit more than 1,000 yen each, which is about $1 Canadian, but they are fairly big. So I think we're going to start with the gyoza. Oh, look at that. But yeah, perfect. Now this is pepper? I guess I'll put some pepper on there. Okay, let's dip a bit of pepper, a little bit of the sauce. And let's take a bite. Okay. They might be a bit expensive, but they're hella good. That is just super juicy, full of, oh wow, yeah, they're just very juicy. There's some kind of vegetable in there. I want to say maybe some glass noodles. Yeah, some glass noodles, some ground chicken. That is plump, juicy, amazing. Everything you want in a gyoza. A little bit fatty too. Just, that is great. Let's go on to the star of this show. The ramen here, the shoyu ramen. Of course, the noodles on the bottom. And I'm just gonna taste this broth just to start. Look at a little bit of that kind of porky film on the top. Oh yeah. Oh, soothing. Just a little bit of richness. And then, yeah, just a little bit of that kind of umami, salty sweetness that the soy sauce brings. Okay, wow. Let's go for the noodles. Yeah. Noodles, nice and al dente. Maybe a little bit softer than I'd like them, but that's just a personal preference. And of course, just a shashu. That is amazing. Yeah, their shashu, outstanding. Look at this piece. It's just literally a massive piece of fat with just a little bit of meat attached. Oh man. The egg with a very interesting, it almost looks like 2 yolks in one. Flavor all there. Maybe the yolk could be just a little bit more creamy, but other than that, epic flavor. Love the broth. That shashu is just next level. Really, really good. Yeah, I'm happy with this bowl of ramen. The other thing I noticed too is there's like a kind of cool orangey cake to it, and that's from the yuzu. So yeah, really cool. Really adds another depth of flavor to the whole dish. You know, every time I eat these, my happiness goes up. Well, here we goes again. So yeah, after a long day of kind of walking around, our feet are pretty tired, and we're in an area called AKIHABARA. And most of what you can find here, I think it's like half maid bars and half like department stores. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of like craziness going on here. There aren't that many places that are open late in this area except for this spot. So we were walking by and then we just smelled, it's literally just smells like grilled, almost like burnt shells, which means that we are in for a feast of just shellfish and grilled seafood pretty much on this thing over here. So anyways, let's stop talking, let's start ordering, because I'm very excited to just get a whole bunch of stuff and then just put it on this bad boy right there. More grilled eel. And then yeah, you just order on the little iPad. And also, there's one dish. There's really one dish that I saw. Actually, 2 things. There are 2 things that I saw on that menu that have really pumped up my taste buds. My taste buds are slowly getting ready. They're watering, and you'll see what they are. I really hope the hype is real, or I really hope it's worth it, because those 2 things, man, yeah, you'll see, it's coming. So they gave us our drinks, so highballs, I think these are like $3-4, so it's a pretty good deal. This is literally just whiskey and soda, and you know that is the only one I will have tonight, no more. So anyways, before I finish my only alcoholic beverage tonight, they gave us a couple of small little fish. Yeah, definitely not frozen. Anyways, let's put it on there. Bam. And these are like little fish cakes, also frozen. Bam, right on there. There you go, perfect. This is one of the things I was very excited about. It's not this. It's not this, it's this. Oh lordy, look at that. This is all, if this is what I think it is, it's literally all the crab kind of head juices, all the innards, just kind of mixed in. And we're just gonna put this right on the grill right here. And then if we're really lucky, it's just gonna start bubbling up. Absolutely beautiful. You know what? We're gonna wait a little bit for this because I want to see some pork sizzle. Look at that. Oh, you can just hear that fat too. Yes, perfect. Oh, a couple of those on there. Oh man. Okay. Oh, and you can smell it. It almost smells like the best country ham you've ever had. Wow. Move over, Aunt Barbara, because your country ham ain't nothing no more. This is the stuff that we want to eat. Okay, a little bit of that fish right there. Put that over here. Whatever fish this is, I don't know. It is fairly small, so you can probably eat the whole thing. Probably like a little sardine or something. Very tasty. I like it. You know what? I think it smelled. Yeah. It smelled because look at all those eggs in there. Yeah. You're literally eating a whole family, and it just tastes absolutely delicious. It's amazing. Yeah. Wow. Let's go into these mochi balls here. And that's why you have to watch out. You have to be a little bit hot. Woo. Luckily for me, there's nothing inside that's gonna burst into my mouth. Because the last thing I want are hot juices flowing into my mouth. That is the worst, folks. Oh. Oh. In the middle. It's like almost like a yogurty creaminess. Wow. We're doing well here. And look at the crab. Look at that. That's what you really want to see right there. It's the crab sizzling. Maybe change the bacon up. Oh, look at that. Yes, perfect. Oh. In the meantime, something else has just popped up, and this is kind of cool. This is called the overloaded sushi. So a whole bunch of ikura, maybe even some sea urchin. Yeah, some sea urchin, maybe some fatty tuna on there. And then look at that. Yes, some sea grapes. I've actually never tried sea grapes before. I've seen them many times. And it's almost like a popping boba. Let's take a big bite. Oh man, that put a smile on my face really quickly. Just an overload of creaminess, of umaminess, some saltiness, the popping, everything. And of course, ikura popping on top of the other kind of popping. You don't really taste the kind of popping seaweed because the ikura really takes over in terms of like brininess, but overall, the rice is very nicely cooked, and then just the ultimate creaminess of the sea urchin and that super fatty tuna. That's a very good bite. It's like having the ocean in your mouth. I would get that. That's one of the must-gets for sure. Round two, and right away I think it's bacon time. Oh, look at that. Oh, the bacon. Add some flames. Oh, perfect. Oh yeah. It's almost like a combination of delicious country ham and Spam mixed together. It's really good. The other cool thing, look at this crab. Oh, look at that, just bubbling crab butter. Just, oh, shimmering. Just beautiful. Okay, that looks absolutely amazing. Oh, look at that. Just beautiful. Okay, here you go. This for me is like gold. Yeah, for me this is more valuable than gold. If I were to propose to my future wife, this might be part of it. I might need a ring still, just because she'd get a little bit mad if I gave her this, but this would be on the side somewhere. Oh, wow. Just umami, sweetness, a little bit of ocean. Oh, wow. That is outstanding. Oh man, I think I kind of have to just take some of this. You know what? Let's get some of this guy here and dip him right into this guy. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think this might be better than rice. Next, over here, we have some salmon belly. Oh, look how beautiful that looks. Oh, yes. Oh, outstanding. Look at that. Oh, wow. Wow. The skin crispy, and then just the absolute meltiness of that salmon. The salmon is perfectly cooked, and then just wow. I love just the blending of the skin, the salmon fat, the salmon, all the beautiful juices, and then on top of that, just the salmon, which is so rich. And then of course, dip it more into the head butter. Dipping it into this kind of crab butter is just naturally what you're supposed to do. It's like the ultimate sauce. Wow. And then one more thing, look at this. Oh, this is so good. This is the eel, and look how amazing that looks. Man, I wish I had rice actually. Rice would have been a pretty good addition to this. Man. I think for me, grilled eel will never get old. It is one of the finer things in life. Masterfully cooked. And of course, finish it off with a little bit of these pickles over here. Oh, yeah. Outstanding. Hi guys, welcome to tomorrow. I'm not going to give away too much, but behind me over here is the Tsukiji Market. Tsukiji used to be the really old wholesale market where you could bid on fish. Now that market has moved to a new area, but this kind of area with a whole bunch of seafood still survives. So we're going to try a couple of things. There are some pretty unique things on this strip of road. I have one thing in particular that I really do want to try because who doesn't like reproductive juices in their mouth? Oh wait, I should have worded that differently. Anyways, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go try some stuff out. Okay, so walking around, I think we've realized that we made one big mistake. And that mistake was coming here on a Saturday because things are ridiculously packed. Yeah, like everything I wanted to try, like almost every spot has probably about 20-30 people lined up. If I do have a word of advice, don't come here on Saturday if you can. So luckily we did find a spot. We're gonna try just some of the classics of the Tsukiji area. Normally this area is very well known for fresh fish, sea urchin, crabs, and also one very interesting specialty. Instead of sea urchin, which they don't have right now, they ended up having this specialty, and this specialty is cod milk. To put it very nicely, is the sperm of a cod. Yes, exactly. I told you I was going to try some funky stuff in this video. But before we get into cod sperm, there's another aphrodisiac I do want to talk to you guys about, and that is a massive oyster. Look at that, huge. This one actually is kind of on the small side when you compare it to other Japanese oysters that I've had. However, that being said, this is pretty damn big. Well, you can actually try these on the streets. You can try them grilled. Look at that, just huge. Wow, it's almost like a curtain of oyster just enveloping my chopsticks. Okay, let's give it a big shot, and look at that, just all that seawater that's just a drain to the bottom there. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's go. It's just all over the place. You get the creaminess in the beginning, then you get a little bit of like those tendons, then you just get, wow, you can almost smell it. There's quite a bit of like ocean water in there, so that's fairly salty, and then once that is gone, then you just get enveloped with the sweetness of the oyster, and then I'm still smelling that salt water. There's so much salt water in there, but wow, that's an experience and a half. A little bit expensive, $6 or 6,000 yen. If you like raw oysters, this is the place for you. This is a very good start. Okay, sushi coming up now. Let's go. Let's do it from most boring to exciting. Let's start with the boring stuff. Let's go with the egg. Normally this is tamago. Normally what they do is they'll put it in kind of like a pan with a little bit, I want to say it's mirin. I could be completely wrong, but you should get like a sweet taste out of it. Okay. Cold, a little bit sweet, fairly tender, not bad, decent, 6 out of 10. Next one, let's try this guy. This one should be probably some kind of calamari or some kind of squid or something. Definitely some wasabi in there, kind of hits you in the nostrils, but way creamier than I thought. Yeah, fairly tender. Ooh, I like that texture, that's really cool. Okay, next one, shrimp. Let's go. Oh man, super sweet. They like their wasabi here though. Yeah, you are definitely getting some wasabi kick. And wow, the sweetness. It is a raw shrimp or a raw prawn. So you just get that epic soft sweetness, and it's almost like shrimp butter. To the point, yeah, it's just so soft, so tender, amazing, sweet, great. I love that one. Okay, next one. Oh man, I'm gonna go for this one. Oh, this one might be some kind of mackerel potentially. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to say that's either eel or mackerel. Super tender, breaks apart in your mouth, almost like to the point where it's mushy. And a little bit smoked. Oh, that's great. Okay, next one. Let's go for like the less fatty tuna. Building up to this one, which looks like the fattiest one. Okay. Maybe a little, you know what? Only a little bit. Yeah. Ooh. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. They're heavy-handed with wasabi. That one was the most one. Oh. Tuna, very tender, but of course, probably the least fatty cut. So you're just gonna bite into the fish, it's gonna disintegrate, but you're not really gonna have a buttery sensation. That's really good though. Okay, perfect. Okay, and let's continue. Let's see, you know what? I love these eggs, but I always find like in the sushi, it's just all right. So I'm gonna go with this one next. This one, I have a feeling it's gonna be lots of wasabi because normally they like to kind of pack the wasabi in the bottom here. Wow. Okay, I'll take everything I said back. That was outstanding. Oh man. Popping pearls of salty goodness. Those are some of my favorite pearls in the world. Anyways, okay, let's continue on. A bit of the tuna over here. We're getting into the fattier stuff now. Perfect. And just tell, the more you get into the fattier tuna, the better it gets. Oh, that mouthfeel, absolutely amazing. Okay, salmon. Buttery, like pure salmon butter. Just, and then a little bit of that smokiness too. This might be, you know, it's pretty dark. It might be a bluefin. I'm not quite sure. Let's dip it in there. Thank you for your service, kind fish, because that was absolutely delicious. That was amazing. And of course, the last one called shirako, in English called fish milt. That's a very, very polite and nice way of saying fish sperm. It's way more buttery, way creamier than I remember it. It's pretty much like a very cold, very mild pudding, and honestly, if nobody told you what it was, you would have no issue eating it because it's so mild, and it literally just tastes like a pudding minus the vanilla flavor. So there you go. Not that bad. It's pretty good. And that will be it for our epic Tokyo video adventure. Tokyo and Japan in general, so much stuff to try. We've barely scratched the surface of all the food that you can try, not only in Tokyo, but in all of Japan. And rest assured, I will be back there very, very soon. Anyways, if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so we can notify you future videos, and of course hit us up with those comments. Give me some recommendations for Japan. I'd love to hear from you because like I said, I will be back very soon to try some more food. Anyways, see you very soon. Ciao for now. Oh, sorry, I was taking a selfie.